Hi everyone, this is the Film Fortress, and this video is for people who want to make videos or films but don't have a great camera or gear, which is a lot of people. But anyone with a camera kind of like this one can use this trick that I'll show you to make it look a little better. This is a Kodak ZI-8 pocket video camera. It's really quite cheap compared to DSLRs, for example. A while back I was using these to record videos. Eventually I did get this Canon 60D, but not everyone can afford these. So here's a way to create an effect that you see in Hollywood movies all the time with these. So you know how in movies you sometimes see the focus changing from one thing to another? That's called a rack focus. Normally you need a camera with a lens that actually has focus rings on it, but I figured out a way to fake the effect with this. See how it has a little switch on top? That switch is for landscape and macro mode. With landscape mode, pretty much everything's in focus except for the stuff that's really close to the camera. But with macro mode, only stuff that's near the camera is in focus. So they're kind of opposites. And I thought, what if I changed the focus by hitting that switch while shooting to make it look like I racked focus? But it's only a switch, so I got this. Not fluid at all. It's totally obvious that it's a switch. So I realized I needed a way to blend the clips, and you can do that right in an editing application. I used Adobe Premiere Pro, but you can use Windows Movie Maker, iMovie, whatever. It's still the same basic concept. So go out and find something close to the camera and something farther away, like a background, and while you're shooting, hit that switch. Once you have that footage, put it onto a computer and into any editing application. Once you're ready to go, bring the clip into the timeline. Then split the clip into two right before you want the effect to happen. In Premiere, you do this by clicking on the razor tool and then clicking where you want to cut the clip. Make sure you remember to click the selection tool again when you're done. Then find the part of your clip that's focused up close and duplicate it. Move it over and layer it on the part of your clip that's focused farther. Now you need to make two keyframes, which are actually the basics of animation. Set one keyframe on the farther focused clip at the beginning of the effect. Change its opacity to 0%. Then make another keyframe where you want the change of focus to stop, and set it to 100%. So you've faded in one clip over another one, creating the illusion that you're racking focus. You can even change how fast or slow it happens by adjusting the space between your keyframes. Just make sure the far focused clip is long enough to cover the length of the effect so it doesn't suddenly cut to black. And there you go! You can reverse it too and make it go close to far instead of far to close. You just have to play around with the clips a little in the editing application. And this might make your video look a little more interesting and maybe a little more professional. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate it, tell me what you think. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, or you can email me at thefilmfortress@gmail.com. And if you're feeling benevolent today, feel free to give that subscribe button a high five. I'll see you in the next video where I rap and I dress up like a crazy person.